Fanatics Fest is the real deal experience. Oh my God, Jake Paul, the kids love him. And then you have the legend Mike Tyson.
I got Jake Paul knocking him out.
I love Mike Tyson. He's got
Iron Mike Tyson.
When are you ready? But.
And we've had an accidental headbutt. I heard
Jake Paul seems pretty relaxed.
okay, because I'm like, you can't run in this.
I don't want any more of this. Mike Tyson.
After months of hype, jaw-dropping face-offs, and endless social media banter, the impossible happened. Jake Paul faced off against Mike Tyson at the legendary AT&T Arena in Arlington, Texas. The atmosphere was electric, and the fight delivered everything fans had hoped for. Jake Paul entered the ring with confidence, stepping forward as if undaunted by the iconic figure of Iron Mike Tyson across from him. Tyson, however, remained calm and collected, showcasing his years of experience with a methodical stance. Jake started strong in the first round, employing quick jabs and using his height and reach to keep Tyson at bay. You could see the dedication in Jake's training. He bounced on his feet, working his angles and staying light. But Tyson wasn't just going to wait. He gradually closed the distance, inching closer to Jake's range. As the round progressed, the tension in the arena mounted. Jake managed to land a few solid shots, yet they did little to faze Tyson. Toward the end of the round, Tyson unleashed a quick combination to the body, igniting the crowd's excitement. Jake stayed composed but clearly felt the power behind Tyson's punches. Round 2 saw Jake adopt a more aggressive strategy. Recognizing the need to establish control early, he effectively utilized his jab and even landed a solid overhand right that had the audience on their feet. Tyson, undeterred, took a strategic approach, slipping some of Jake's punches and working his way inside. He threw hooks to the body, clearly aiming to wear Jake down as the round continued. While Jake's defense held up initially, the relentless pressure from Tyson began to take its toll. By the end of the second round, it was evident that Tyson was not just a formidable opponent. He was a master of boxing tactics, effectively countering Jake's moves and gaining the upper hand. The fight was shaping up to be a classic showdown between youth and experience. As the fight progressed, Jake Paul's impressive defense managed to keep him from taking significant damage early on. However, Mike Tyson's relentless pressure soon began to take its toll. Tyson demonstrated his boxing IQ by effectively cutting off the ring, cornering Jake, and forcing him into uncomfortable positions. Despite Jake's efforts to stay mobile, he started to breathe heavier as the round came to a close, signaling the shift in momentum toward Tyson. By the time round 3 began, Jake recognized that he needed to take control. He started throwing more combinations, aiming to overwhelm Tyson with speed and volume. For a moment it worked. Jake landed some solid shots, including a sharp right cross that caught Tyson's attention. But the heavyweight legend was unfazed. Tyson began walking Jake down, absorbing lighter punches while countering with thunderous hooks to the body. Midway through the round, Tyson delivered a brutal left hook to Jake's ribs, clearly rattling him. You could see Jake wince for a moment before attempting to regain his composure. Tyson's timing was impeccable. Every time Jake tried to reset and fire off combinations, Mike would slip inside and land crushing body shots or powerful overhand rights that had the crowd roaring. Jake was fighting valiantly, but the tide was undeniably turning in Tyson's favor. By the end of round 3, it was evident that Mike Tyson's relentless pace and punishing power were starting to wear Jake Paul down. As round 4 began, Jake showed noticeable signs of fatigue. His footwork had slowed. Tyson, ever the predator, capitalized on this, stalking Jake more aggressively and cutting off the ring, forcing him into uncomfortable positions. Despite this, Jake didn't back down. He kept throwing punches, but they lacked the same effectiveness as before. Tyson, displaying his experience, bobbed and weaved like a man half his age, slipping past Jake's jabs to land his signature power shots. Around the 2-minute mark, Tyson rocked Jake with a powerful uppercut that sent shockwaves through the arena. Jake stumbled, but managed to stay on his feet, showcasing his resilience. The crowd sensed that a knockout could be imminent. By the end of the round, Jake was in survival mode, clinching Tyson more frequently to avoid further damage. The strain was visible on Jake's face as he grappled with the reality of facing a fighter as formidable as Tyson. The momentum had clearly shifted, and Jake was beginning to feel the weight of the fight. By round 5, it became painfully clear to Jake Paul just how dangerous Mike Tyson still is, even at this stage in his career. Jake looked like he was on borrowed time. His energy levels had dipped significantly, while Tyson continued to come forward with menacing intensity. The younger Paul brother tried to keep Tyson at bay with jabs and occasional flurries, but Tyson was relentless, sensing that the end was near. Midway through the round, Tyson launched a vicious assault, pinning Jake against the ropes and unleashing a combination that had the entire arena gasping. Jake covered up, absorbing most of the punches, but he couldn't evade everything. A brutal hook to the body sent Jake reeling, and Tyson quickly followed up with a lightning-fast right hand to the temple. Somehow, Jake stayed on his feet, but it was evident he was running out of steam. Tyson continued to press forward, landing short hooks and uppercuts on the inside. Jake was barely hanging on. His strategy had shifted from trying to win to merely surviving. As the round came to a close, Jake looked worse for wear but managed to make it to the bell. The crowd sensed it was only a matter of time before Tyson's power would prove too much. Then came round 6, where the fight would ultimately end. Tyson entered with laser focus, knowing he had Jake on the ropes. Exhausted, Jake attempted to muster whatever strength he had left, throwing a few wild punches, but Tyson easily dodged them, keeping his eyes locked on his target. About a minute into the round, Tyson saw his opening. Jake let his guard drop for just a split second, and that was all it took. Tyson unleashed a devastating right hook that crashed into Jake's jaw, sending him down to the canvas. The arena erupted in shock and excitement. Jake tried to get up, but his legs wouldn't cooperate. The referee began the count, and although Jake made it to his knees, he couldn't beat the 10 count. Mike Tyson had knocked Jake Paul out cold. The fight was over, and Tyson had once again proven that his power is timeless. Even at 58, he still had the ability to take down a fighter in his prime. Jake Paul put up a good fight, but in the end, there was just no stopping Iron Mike. As medical staff rushed in to check on Jake, Tyson stood in the center of the ring with his arm raised in victory. The fans were on their feet, chanting his name as the legend of Mike Tyson grew even larger. Now let's talk about the aftermath. This fight set the internet ablaze with reactions to Mike Tyson's epic knockout of Jake Paul. Fans, celebrities, and fellow fighters couldn't stop discussing the event. Twitter and Instagram were flooded with memes, hashtags, and hot takes immediately following the fight. The hashtag #DoJakePaul started trending worldwide, along with hashtag IronMakeForever, as Tyson once again proved why he's considered one of the greatest. Fan reactions were as varied as they were passionate. Many boxing enthusiasts exclaimed Father Time doesn't exist for Mike, while others humorously declared that Jake Paul had officially entered the Shadow Realm. The memes that emerged were on another level, with fans comparing Jake's fall to everything from cartoon knockouts to actual video game deaths. Jake's haters had a field day. They had been eagerly waiting for this moment, and they certainly took full advantage of it. Celebrities also joined the fray with their reactions. Drake, who has been vocal about Jake Paul's rise, tweeted something along the lines of, "Never bet against a legend." Snoop Dogg posted a clip of Tyson's knockout with the caption, "Lights out, young blood." Even Shaquille O'Neal chimed in, stating Mike Tyson still got that dog in him. There you have it, fight fans. What was your reaction to the knockout? Did you see it coming, or were you just as shocked as everyone else? Drop a comment and let us know. Make sure to subscribe to Boxing World for more updates, and I'll see you next time.